one's coming
Can't
right
help
now.
but feel good, though, for Rose Namajunas, for Trevor Whitman, for Rose's fiance, UFC veteran Pat Barry. Major result here tonight at Madison Square Garden. Well, more to come for tonight for our next pay-per-view, UFC 218, December 2nd in Detroit. As featherweight champion Max Holloway looks to extend one of the greatest winning streaks the UFC has ever seen.
UFC 218, Detroit, Michigan. Unbelievable atmosphere for Max Holloway versus Frankie Edgar.
BJ Penn really set the tone for Hawaii, and for all the athletes that have come out of Hawaii since. You know, they step in there with a tenacity that is sometimes overwhelming for their opponents. And Max Holloway is the new wave of that. Holloway's a tenacious fighter.
We saw that in the fight with Ricardo Lamas when he said, pointed to the ground and said, let's go.
Wow, it looks like they're going to swing to the very end. Wow! What a finish!
Max Holloway is a guy that actually won 11 fights in a row, has more wins and has more finishes than anyone else in UFC featherweight history, and won the interim title from former lightweight champion Anthony Pettis, and then goes to Brazil and beats the most dominant featherweight champion in UFC history in Jose Aldo.
Max Holloway is the undisputed UFC featherweight champion. Hawaii, stand up.
But Max Holloway has got his hands full with former UFC lightweight champ Frankie Edgar.
Going into his last fight against Yair Rodriguez, a lot of people were looking at Frankie Edgar and thinking that this might be the point where the new generation comes in and shows that it's taken over the sport. And Frankie Edgar basically gave a lesson to Yair Rodriguez.
Beautiful! Oh, yeah, he's getting lit up here. That left eye is completely shut. That's how he just great people, incredible work ethic, constantly improving and refining his technique. He's as good as he's ever been, and he is one of the best fighters in the world today.
For Frankie Edgar, you're trying to go into an exclusive class. That small group of guys that were able to do it at 2 weight classes. For Max Holloway, you're building a pound-for-pound #1 resume. When you add Frankie Edgar to the list of names, then he is in the conversation for who's #1. Fans are in for a scrap.
I am incredibly pumped about this fight because I think Max Holloway is a special fighter, and I think special fighters need special opponents, and that's what Frankie Edgar is. And Frankie Edgar is an amazing fighter who's a former champion at 145, who I think, judging by the Yair Rodriguez fight, not just has a lot left in the tank, but might be getting better. This is an amazing matchup for one of the most important belts. And Alistair Overeem versus Francis Ngannou is chaos. That's a chaos fight. Who knows what's going to happen there? And it's a big test for Ngannou. The first real world-class striker he's facing and a former world champion in Alistair Overeem. Henry Cejudo, who looked spectacular in his last outing, has a real challenge in Sergio Pettis. Eddie Alvarez versus Justin Gaethje is crazy. That's a crazy fight.
Embarrassment of riches, UFC 218, and here are the prelims. You can see these December 2nd on FS1. John Dodson, Marlon Moraes. I mean, that could be on pay-per-view. It'll be good to see Tatiana Suarez get back in the octagon for the first time in a long time. Sage Northcutt taking on Mitchell Quinones, and Angela Hill and Nina Ansaroff in this 115-pound division that is now run by Thug Rose Namajunas.
Wow. Say that again.
I'm telling you, I can't say
that again. Thug Rose Namajunas is the world strawweight champion. Wow.
Nobody's celebrating that. Andrade is pretty happy right now.
All right, well, before you watch tonight's championship fight between Cody Garbrandt and TJ Dillashaw, check out the ultimate fight on The Walking Dead. Rick versus Negan Beans, All-Out War. Don't miss. New episodes every Sunday at 9, 8 Central, only on AMC.
Listen, all of you have a chance to survive, but those who use and take and kill, we end them.
This journey will not end in retreat.
The future is ours. The world is ours.
This is the only way.
Now time to look at some UFC Bantamweight rankings brought to you by EA Sports UFC 3, powered by Real Player Motion Tech. EA Sports UFC 3 delivers the most authentic UFC experience ever in a video game. Pre-order now on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. So DC, TJ Dillashaw, he's been the man before. He'll look to become a two-time champion here in a matter of moments.
A lot of people thought this was the fight of the card to begin with. Now we get to watch Garbrandt and Dillashaw finally settle this rivalry. But Dominic Cruz, Timmy Rivera is coming up. What the Bantamweight division is crazy right now. I don't know what to say because I just watched that fight. This is going to be amazing. I'm clapping like it hurts me. Hurts me. Let's go.
I'm with you, man. I love this fight. I love this matchup. There's so much to this fight.
One of the most intense rivalries in combat sports, and it'll be settled here and now. Former training partners and teammates, Cody Garbrandt and TJ Dillashaw collide in a battle for the UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world.
Oh, beautiful right hand. Morale's in trouble. The first UFC title for Team Alpha Male. What a moment. What an incredible moment.
Recognize the enemy. He went running from you guys. Uriah took him out of school, built him up. Dwayne comes in, takes over, and then takes the champion. Yeah, we're asking TJ, like, what's going on? And he was like, you know, I'm staying here, I'm Team Alpha Male. He straight lied to my face. I think TJ's a piece of the way they conduct himself as a teammate, as a person. Their loyalty is very questionable. I've traveled the world and continue to make games with new coaches. They're stuck in their gyms. This Team Alpha Male versus everyone.
But this has been a master class in footwork and movement from the former champion. Continuing to get better. This is the best we've ever seen TJ.
Garbrandt has been a knockout artist of the highest order in his MMA career.
Bantamweight title on the line. Good head movement by Cody Garbrandt, mocking Dominic. Oh, he tagged him. Oh! He is talking trash to Dominic and laughing at him. This is awesome.
I lost, I would have taken like a man. Because he's still got to fight another guy who comes from Alpha Male who's just as angry as I am. It's very rewarding to be able to finally end that chapter with Dominic Cruz for myself, but also for my team. I pride myself on being a proud Team Alpha Male member. Now we're at a bigger foe in TJ. Instantly when Cody won, I knew this stuff between me and Team Alpha Male was going to perfectly line me up to get my belt back. He showed me his vengeance. Your eyes are his ear, and he's turning this whole Team Alpha Male thing into his. If you have a problem with someone, then they can fight. Well, Cody's a hothead. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed. TJ's a generic version of Dominic Cruz. It's no different when I do with Dominic than I'm going to do with TJ. You're like a prostitute on the corner bouncing around in gyms. To me, lights, camera, action, Madison Square Garden, great show, and the Mecca fighting. There's a lot on the line for both of us. I'm the best in the world, and I'm going to improve. I plan a vicious knockout to retain the title first round.
I want my belt back.
We just turn it on. Here's the title. And Rand Paul got assaulted in his house. That's right, Rod, but it might be the same name.
Ron Paul's not the drag.
Yeah, this is Rand Paul.
Who the fuck's that?
He's that white dude who's in the government.
That's it. Incredibly beneficial to TJ. He has learned from the wealth of knowledge that Bang took from Boss Root and all of his coaches, and it just serves as amazing.
Dillashaw has entered this prep one brought to you by Budweiser. This was for you. So, DC 14th UFC appearance for DJ Dillashaw here tonight. Now, this fight initially scheduled for UFC 213 in July, and the extra time has only served to build this fight.
Yeah, he's built a great camp on himself. He's wrestling guys like Aaron Pico. He's training with all these guys down in Southern California and getting better. Now, the thing about this fight is DJ Dillashaw has actually gotten better by leaving Team Alphaville. So whereas the team has gotten mad at him for walking away, if you watch him in the fight against John Lineker, he looked way better than he ever has. So how do you blame a guy for going out and finding a better situation for him?
Yeah, and he really did confuse Lineker. It's one of the scariest guys in the division. Lineker was completely ineffective against TJ because of his footwork, his movement, all the knowledge that he's accumulated from Alpha Male and
phenomenal striker, obviously, I think that goes without saying, but the far more offensive grappler in this equation. 21 takedowns secured in this division. His 12 submission attempts tied for the most in the division's history, so might be an advantage.
And what may be a factor also is the diversity of his attack. He'll kick a lot more. He'll do a lot more different things, whereas Cody is incredibly boxing oriented.
DJ Dillashaw back training in Southern California. Back with Mark Munoz, his old wrestling coach. We'll see if Dillashaw can get one he wants in the worst way here tonight. So here it is, the proud Ohio native, proud Team Alpha Male rep, and the undefeated UFC Bantamweight champion, Cody Garbrandt, DC. It's been a long 11 months. Tonight he puts his belt on the line for the first time.
You know, he's back to defend his championship and in the perfect atmosphere for Cody Garbrandt. He wanted to fight TJ Dillashaw. He gladly carried the Alpha Male flag on his back. He told the guys when TJ left, don't worry about it. You have upgraded. I am better. He feels like he put the Dominic Cruz rivalry in the rearview mirror, and today he puts an end to the TJ Dillashaw nightmare from Team Alpha Male. Cody Garbrandt, for everything that he is a phenomenal mixed martial artist. High school state champion in Ohio as a freshman. Right. That doesn't happen very often. So he can do everything. I know he has a boxing heavy style, but he does have the ability to mix everything up as he showed against Dominic Cruz.
And no one knows the style that TJ Dillashaw is going to bring into the octagon better than this man. I mean, you're talking about a guy who didn't just train with him, but trained under the men who taught him. That is gigantic. He knows his psychology, he knows his mindset, he knows his weaknesses, he knows his strengths, he knows his secrets.
And that performance against Dominic Cruz at UFC 207, I know, Joe, you talked a lot about Dillashaw against Renan Barão. That's one of the greatest championship performances by an underdog challenger we've ever seen.
Absolutely.
So here's Cody Garbrandt, 11-0. This is a plus athlete. DC mentioned the wrestling credentials. This guy who had 150 tackles as a middle linebacker in Ohio at 135 pounds. So Cody Garbrandt, TJ Dillashaw. It sounds trite, but it just does not get a whole lot better than this, ladies and gentlemen. The tail of the tape brought to you by Wish, the secret to affordable shopping. Cody Garbrandt is 26. TJ Dillashaw is now 31. Garbrandt the taller party by an inch and a half. Both men making the championship weight of 135 pounds. Dillashaw with a reach advantage of an inch and a hook. Now for the official introductions, back inside to Bruce Butler. Ladies and gentlemen, this championship bout is sponsored by Walking Dead. New episodes every Sunday at 9 a.m. Central, only on AMC. And the Netflix film, right? Starring Will Smith and Joel Edgerton. Watch it on Netflix December 22nd. And now, this fight is 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Our three judges scoring this contest at Octagon sidearm: Dave Corelli, Saul Diamato, and Jeff Mullen. And when the action begins, a referee charges the Octagon down Bergliata. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Bang Muay Thai fighter holding a professional record, 15 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 6 and 1/2 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. He is the number 2 ranked bantamweight contender in the world and the former UFC bantamweight champion, presenting the challenger, TJ Dillashaw! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, a three-star fighter holding an undefeated professional record, 11 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Sacramento, California, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Cody
Alright, gentlemen, 50 rules of the locker room. I feel like man's all time. Watch fix those all time. Watch those supposed to do now, I'm going to open. Oh, okay.
And if you bet on the crowd that they would not touch gloves and it's time to cash those
Just got paid, just got paid.
Is that really a bet? You know more than I do, dude. Don't front.
TJC willing. So here we go, 25 minutes of needed. TJ Dillashaw, Cody Garbrandt, one of, if not the biggest UFC bantamweight championship fight this octagon has ever hosted. Garbrandt in the black and gold with champion TJ Dillashaw, switching stances as usual as we do.
TJ has a remarkable ability to be calm in big fights. You saw that in the him and Barral fight. He came out fighting Barral like he was sparring, very loose and relaxed. And he looks that way now.
He's smiling. TJ Dillashaw is smiling.
And he loves competition. And he loves to fight. And this is where he belongs.
The one thing the guys from Alpha is saying, if you can get TJ frustrated, he is willing to get him out the game plan and try to just fight you. And they feel if he does that, he opens himself up to get hurt bad by Cody Garbrandt.
And that's what happened in the Dominic Cruz fight. He started getting flat-footed, tried to KO Dominic, and really wasn't fighting to his best.
Yeah.
With Cody, you have to worry about split-second mistakes that can cause you to get knocked out. That's the difference.
When you watch Cody and Cruz, every time Cruz threw a punch, Cody would respond with something, whether it be the hands or the kicks. So Dillashaw has to make sure that he sets him up. He can't throw blind kicks like this because Garbrandt, as athletic as he is able to evade the strikes and in return something. But when he returns, it's very powerful.
Yeah, his counters are wicked, they're fast, he has beautiful timing and precision accuracy with knockout power. There's extreme consequences for closing that distance with Cody Garbrandt.
Garbrandt really feels like he can use TJ's status as a competitor, his ego against him. He said, I can be the knife that cuts him. Don't miss the Walking Dead new episodes every Sunday at 9, 8 Central only on AMC.
TJ's doing a lot of smiling, a lot of mugging. Cody is very stoic.
Cody's trying to trap him. TJ Dillashaw has the better footwork. He's the guy that moves a lot more. But Garbrandt has unbelievable speed and power and throws in combination, and every punch is thrown with intent to knock you out. Dillashaw can hurt you in a number of ways. Feet, hands, knees. But Garbrandt can put you out with his hands. He mixes up his kicks to try to get to the punches.
Well, Cody feels like he owes TJ something, at least for this title reign. He did well against him in practice when he was 1-0, and Dillashaw had that success. Gave him confidence that he could do this and a throw for the chick.
Woo! It's getting hot in here.
TJ loaded up on that right hand, just out of range. Just about 3 minutes after the round 1 point.
That was some reckless exchanges right there, gentlemen. These guys are getting wild.
And that's the danger on Garbrandt. You watch Garbrandt kind of give him a look, and that was more impressive than anything in the cruise fight was the calm and patience that he showed in there with the best bantamweight in the history of the UFC.
Yeah, and his ability to counter so fast and such tight shots. Tight and compact. Extremely accurate. Like, look at that left hook.
He's very fast, man.
Garbrandt comes from a family of fighters. His longtime striking coach, his uncle Robert Peace, one of the best in the game. Cody tells me stories of him and his brother Zach just beating tall at each other for 45 minutes. This is a born fight.
You see TJ actually reset after he throws combinations because he wants to engage on his terms. He doesn't stand there very long because he knows the danger of standing in front of Cody Garbrandt.
Cody's fantastic with his footwork too.
His eyes, man.
Avoiding everything.
He's got great eyes. He sees everything.
Under a minute here to go, round 1. Dillashaw as yet has had a hard time finding his range.
And Cody, when he moves away just enough. This is a master counter striker.
Right hand over the
shots to the body by Cody as well.
TJ is constantly switching stances. Oh, big right hand landed there by Dillashaw. For as much as these guys don't want to be considered the same, they do have that same fighter's
Cody! There's the horn to end round 1.
Fuck you.
What
did you call us, son?
Stick.
They just struck in the road. Dillashaw be very careful trying to engage.
Let's take a look at this again.
Did you catch him on the ground?
Boom! I mean, on the button. Let's hear his corner.
I like the pressure. Corralling him into the cage is very good. First and hook ice, please. They can corral him and leave him in the cage. Or they leave him there. Just touch it, okay? We don't have to set up every kick. You can just blast a fucking kick if you want, like to the body, right? Not everything has to get set up, okay? Just blast a fucking kick, okay? Yes, sir. I like you corralling him, cutting him off, okay? Because he doesn't like that pressure. He wants to sit there, right? But some motherfuckers in the cage, the coach is saying, you fight, you pick up shots. I like the fucking body kick. Hey, don't. Time to go. Cover.
UFC 217, Bisping versus GSP is presented by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. I guess we'll find out the extent to which Dillashaw has recovered. But a late knockdown, putting a capstone on round 1
Round
for the
2,
incumbent Cody Garbrandt.
That was a big knockdown. It was a strong punch too. I mean, it was full force. He kind of coming in on the chin. We really don't know how hurt TJ still is.
But you saw the experience in the Dillashaw corner. They had ice on him immediately. They were trying to cool him down, try to bring him back. Oh, he's gaining confidence, but also trying to go TJ in, forget the game plan, and just fight again.
Garbrandt just
TJ, sorry. But TJ's doing that now because he's become much more flat-footed. I mean, he's loading up now. Look at this. He's loading up and trying to blast kicks in. Standing flat-footed. It's a different TJ now after he got hit. He's trying to get it back.
He's listening to Coach. So Coach said you don't have to set up every kick. Sometimes you can just blast them. Throw the body kick. Throw the leg kick. Don't worry about setting them all up. That's great, but you got to be careful not to allow Garbrandt a chance to counter.
Well, he looks fine as far as the way he's moving. He looks like he's fully recovered.
You wondered when TJ might shoot. Telegraphed that shot a little bit. Head strikes to this point in time. All Cody Garbrandt outlanding Dillashaw 13-4.
I don't understand Dillashaw's a good guy. I don't quite understand why.
Got him!